Hi everyone, welcome back to the Model 3 Man channel, and do I have an announcement for you today. Many of you will remember the episode, Somebody Killed Red Dragon, but we're okay. And it's hard to believe that happened last August on the way down to San Diego on our great USA road trip traveling down the West Coast. And remember, we got to Oregon halfway down, smacked in the back, end of holiday. And that led to a whole lot of drama. We're doing it again. Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, we leave Vancouver, we head all the way down the West Coast. Same route, same stop-offs, with one exception. We now also have a Tesla factory tour booked. Unfortunately, not able to film, but we're going to go and see everything. And I cannot wait. I'm just so excited about that. That's tomorrow morning, and I hope to be able to upload every second day a short 5-8 minute synopsis of what we've been doing, talking about issues to do with supercharging and the efficiency on the highway, as well as the scenic places that we go through. So look out for those. Last night I uploaded a review of a very inexpensive Model 3 car cover. Ends up being just under $40 after the discount. Amazingly good, and at that price, what's not to like? But tonight is another review, because I had a product that was sitting on my desk and just waiting to be unboxed and waiting to be uploaded. How do you pronounce that? GoLoHo. GoLoHo. In any case, door seals for the Model 3. Here's what they meant to do. Quieten the drive. Have the doors closed with a more satisfying clunk. Keep the air and the heat and the air conditioning contained in the car, so leading to more efficiency. And possibly keeping out dust and dirt from our door area, the door sills, and the area on the lip where the doors close. So let me walk you through what was a completely arduous, uncomfortable, contorted experience of having to stick these seals on the doors. Sit back and enjoy the review. Now, let's just talk about the concept first of all. Your car comes with its own set of door seals. And for most people, that's pretty much all you need. But there have been people who've complained about the noise and the ride and the level of noise in the cabin, and wondering about different ways of sealing the exterior to let less noise. So one of those was that big rubber O-ring that goes around the very front top glass on the roof. And then other people have said if you go and take that grill area at the back that the subwoofer pushes the sound through, and you put some acoustic material, acoustic damping in that area, you'll also block out some of the noise that comes from the trunk. Then there's a third point of view, and this one says if we could seal the doors better, less noise would come in through the doors and through the panel gaps and all the rest of it. Many companies have come out and, well, of course you can go onto Amazon yourself and you can just purchase all kinds of strips, but they're not made for the Model 3. They don't fiddle that well, and you have to fiddle a whole lot, and it's something for the adventurous, but it certainly wasn't for me. I just recently received a package from GoLoHo, which consists of additional door seals for the Model 3. Now, of course, there are already door seals, but the contention is that if you put a second set of seals, and you can see them indicated by the red lines on the cover, we should be able to decrease external road noise and also make a better seal, which would exclude dust in very dirty environments. Here's the package. The first instructions tell me to take the seals out of the bag and let them acclimatize to the surrounding air, and to get rid of the odor as well. Thanks for your order. Okay, so we have a number of adhesive promoter, obviously designed to make it stick better. So there's a lot of those in the box. And then you can see that each of the seals has its own adhesive backing, which we would peel off and then carefully apply to the door. Always kind of reluctant to stick things on my car, but all of the door seals are attached. So left rear, right rear, nice that they're marked properly. Right front, left front. What are these for? Oh, okay. B pillar and A pillar. Well, that makes sense. So there we go, all of them unpacked, and I'm just letting them air for a while, and then we'll go off to my favorite video location, the church parking lot. You really have to laugh at the typical instructions that come with car accessories. So here we are told that the weather strips are made of rubber. There may be some bad smells after you open the box. So of course, a good place to begin would be with the instructions. Let's take a look at this here. Use of these seal strips will reduce interior noise, eliminate collide sound when closed the car door. All right, let's translate. Quieter door closing. Number 3, improve the vehicle's air tightness and dust-proof capability. And number 4, improve the air conditioning, cooling, and heating power. I guess what they mean is it'll retain the cool air in the car better, or the heated air. And we do have installation instructions. We do have these illustrations at the top that give us an indication of just where the seal should fit. 1 or 2 sketches that should be possible to follow. So first of all, wherever you're going to lay the rubber down, which is going to be down there and along the base, you do need to clean it and to wipe it first. So this is just a damp cloth, a damp microfiber cloth. Once you've completely cleaned that edge, you're going to take a dry microfiber cloth and you'll just make sure that there's no moisture and that the edge where you're about to seal is completely dry. Once we've done that, we're going to take those little adhesive facilitators, the little pads, and we're going to rub it where we're doing it clean, put the adhesive enhancers, and then lay down the rubber. I'm having to do this in the Red Dragon tent because it's raining outside, of course, go figure. Note one thing, that you've got small vents at the bottom of the door, so water that comes down from the window should run out of there. We cannot tape the door seal over the vent, so we have to leave that clear and tape it below it. So I have installed the front door seal on the left side. The back door, I'm going to try and let you hear what it sounds like when it closes. Let's do the same to the front door. So the difference to my ear is that the back door here is a much higher, more treble, sharper sound, and this has a deeper, more of a kind of a clunk when it closes, and I'd expect that because of the seal on the bottom edge, which was not there before. So a pillar coming up now, got to install behind here. Let's take a look. So we're going to be going right up the front edge. I'll put my finger in it now, right over there. So it goes up, down, and all the way down. Extremely awkward to get to, and it terminates right down the bottom. So not going to film it because it's impossible to do it single-handedly, but this is the inside of the door, and the seal will run right down there to the bottom. Not exactly easy to see, but the A-pillar rubber starts there, and you can track it all the way down, going behind the wiring harness and going right down to the bottom and meeting in the corner. So that was very awkward to put in, but the second one will be easier. So you can just see the rubber visible between the panel gap on the doors, and that's what's doing the sealing. Likewise, same is true up the front. As you go down, there it is, all the way up, all the way down. On the side, we get it down to about there, and then I cut it. I'll show you why. So you can see it ends over there, because if you took it down any further, the rubber would overlap on the outside of the door, and you certainly don't want that. We'll do a quick walk around the car, and what you're seeing on the outer edge is the new seal, and on the inner edge was the previous seal. So pull back a little bit, and you can see that it goes around all the way to the back of the door. And it doesn't close quite as easily as before. Wait till that car's gone by. Push it a little harder. Nope. There. Look around the bottom edge, and you can just see the rubber seal. It's doing its job. If you come to the right angle, there you go. Let's pull the front door open. Once again, the outer seal is the new one, inner seal was the existing one, and if we go right in here, we can see that is the new one, and that was the previous one. Just work our way down. Going right down to the corner. Front door seems to close easier. Let's go around the other side and open and close them. So there it is, I've opened the door. There are the seals. And let's just see how hard we have to close it. It closes quite well, but it closes with a nice solid thunk. It's not the tinny sound I was used to before. So we'll open the back door quickly here. And door number 4 installed. There it is. All the way down and round. I didn't show you the B-pillar seal. This is new. So that, going all the way down to there. That's new. And then the front door closes against that. Let's try the back door and see if we have to close this pretty hard as well. No, that was okay. Let's look at what the installation of these additional seals is meant to accomplish. So, number 1, it changes the sound of the way the doors close. And you say, what? That's not even important. Well, to a lot of people it is. If you buy a high-end luxury German car and you close the door, there's a satisfying, very solid kind of a clunk. It's more of a thump. When you close the Model 3 door, it's quite a sharp noise. And many people say, that's not quality, that doesn't sound good. Well, putting in a second set of seals definitely reduces the sharpness of the sound and makes it more of that satisfying clunk. So that was the first thing. The second thing is it gives a better seal. Now that has a lot of implications. 1, it lets less dust in from the outside because it has to go past the first seal before it even gets into that part of the door well. But the second implication of that is that if you have additional seals, not only does less dust get in, but in theory, less noise, less road noise, travel noise. At least that's what it tells you in the manual. So we're going to put that to the test. I don't have scientific decibel measuring equipment. I have got an app on the phone that is pretty accurate. I've tested it and compared it to professional equipment. It's not far off. In any case, it's relative. So if I travel the same road over the same stretch and hold the phone in the same position, we'll be able to see whether one is indeed quieter than the other. And then there's another benefit. Remember, additional sealing is a little bit like having double glazing, triple glazing. Keeps in the heat better. Or, if it's cool inside, keeps the coolness in the car rather than leaking out through the doors. So that's pretty significant. And if you can increase the efficiency of the heating and the cooling process, that translates into less power used from the battery, however small that might be. Those are the perceived gains. Now, some of them will only become apparent over time. For example, I need to drive around for a few days to see whether dust and dirt are getting into the door and into the well, and then I can tell you. And then, of course, the feel when you close the door, I already love it. It is different. It is a much more solid feel. You do have to push the door a little harder, but after the rubber seats itself, that's not going to be a factor, but it feels good. It does. So once again, as with yesterday's review, I'm going to place a link down in the description, and if you think that this is something that you'd like to take on, look, I'm not the world's greatest auto mechanic or home handyman, and I did it. It just took a while, close to 2 hours. It was somewhat awkward, but hey, there's plenty of people out there that can do the same thing that I did. In any event, thanks again for watching the channel. Thanks for amazing comments and kindness. I've got to get this thing up tonight at a reasonable hour. We're leaving tomorrow morning, and I want to be fresh for the journey, and I just want to enjoy it and not be so tired that I have to let Dragon Lady drive. That's not going to happen. Not for a while anyway. So once again, if you're buying a new Tesla, please use the referral code you see at the bottom of the screen. And what that does is it gives you a limited amount of free supercharging. It's 1,500 kilometers or 1,000 miles. And that's really nice to have. And that would effectively take care of most average vacations in terms of distance. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your ongoing dedication to the channel. I am really making an attempt to upload more frequently. Well, there was yesterday, and now there's one tonight, and then there's going to be one on the first 2 days of the trip. So have I turned over a new leaf? Keep watching and see. In the meantime, stay safe, drive carefully, watch your back, and I'll see you on the next episode. I can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I've got to tell you one thing. Dragon Lady is terrified of driving back on that Oregon coastline again. It's just going to bring back all the old memories, but we're not going to let the same thing happen this time. So we'll get through there as quickly as we can.